Hi, I'm Crystal, and I'm here with some junk journal pages. My junk journal got so thick and chunky I had to go to volume 2. I've got a lovely year die cut on the front from Kim at Kim's Inspired Life, so thank you, Kim. And I'm doing some journal pages on the prompts offered by Lori June at Sarcastically 60-something as part of Art Journal Bonus Prompt 2526. So the first prompt was spring, and I'm an accountant, so spring means tax time. I don't really do a lot of tax returns professionally, but I always end up doing a bunch for my friends and family, and so I am really deep in it right now. And Lori June also asked us to mention what we are reading, and all I am reading at the moment is tax instructions. So I am looking forward to wrapping that up so I can go on and do something more fun, although I did enjoy putting this page together with a little stenciling and watercoloring and a little collaging. Now I also added a page to my journal with some items I've received in Happy Mail. This thank you card is from Mrs. Lewis. I sent her a bookmark, and so I wanted to include that, and I also included some ephemera sent to me by Lori June, Diana at Diana Loves Colors, and Mary Ellen, and Penny at Penny's Crafted Creations. And so I just thought that the colorful doilies and the postage stamps and the message really all went well together. I also added a page in this volume for a lot of cards that I've received from my crafty friends. So I know I've shared all of these previously on posts, but I really love the cards and I wanted to keep them in my journal, so the pocket there is just perfect for keeping all these cards from all over the country. So happy to have a bunch of correspondence and lots of YouTube community, and I wish you all peace and love in this stressful time of taxes, if you're in the US at least. So just before I uploaded the video, Lori June did do the next prompt in the series, and the next prompt is scissors. So this is an excessive quantity of scissors and rulers in my drawer of cutting and measuring devices. Nobody needs this many options, but there are a couple of special purpose scissors that I have, and I wanted to mention these couple. So I've got some of these Tim Holtz craft scissors that are sold for paper crafting. There's also a version sold for sewing called Perfect Scissors, but these scissors on the right are micro-serrated dog grooming scissors. So it's the same functionality at a much lower price. So if you have been eyeing the craft version or the sewing version, take a look in the dog grooming aisle for cost savings. The other thing I wanted to mention are these. Now I picked these up in the kids craft section. They're non-stick scissors, which are really great if you're going to cut foam tape or anything sticky. There are craft versions of these as well, but the kids version is much less expensive. So that's another cost savings tip if you're in the market for some scissors. And then the third special item that I wanted to mention was this. This is a dedicated box cutter, and it is literally called a canary cardboard cutter. And I have bought several of these for the house. My husband and I fight over it. I've bought them as presents. These are just so wonderful. It's non-stick coated with a micro-serrated edge. It is really hard to hurt yourself on this, although I have managed it. But if you ever have a repetitive need to open shipping boxes or break down cardboard boxes, this is just fabulous. So I hope those tips are useful, and I thank you for joining me today. Hope you have a wonderful day.